Hello YouTube, we are coming at you today with another Historic Brawl deck for the second Historic Brawl event in at least my play experience. Last time we played Vita with the Dusk Rose. It was a fun combo deck. You should go check that video out if you are looking for more ideas to play. But today we're going to be playing a Tezzeret Artifice Master deck. And in case the name of Tezzeret, or perhaps the pick of our commander, didn't give it away, this is largely an artifact deck, but we do have a number of blue cards for some card advantage, for a little bit of control, and a bit of tutoring of our own. So with that said, we'll kind of start breaking down the deck, do a quick deck check before we get into some of the games, and I think you'll enjoy these games. They are wild. They're vastly different lines of attack, lift different lines to victory with this deck, so stay tuned and enjoy. But like I said, deck tech. This column here, left side, we've got some card advantage, ways to draw cards using either mana or just as these things enter the battlefield. Spectral Sailor, Maze Mind Tome, Sky Scanner, Karn. So card draw. And of course Tezzeret as well. His 0 has the ability to draw you up to 2 cards, or he can make, +1 Bopters. But in general, I found I'm usually using them to just draw 2 cards every turn, which is pretty great for free. It's like I said, it's 0 cost. You can do it ad infinitum. You can do it forever. Now, this next column here, which is the biggest column by my measure in the entire deck, it's the mana acceleration, right? This deck needs mana to do all its busted things. And we have plenty of ways to kind of accelerate our mana. We have plenty of mana rocks, rocks that tap for 1, things that make treasure tokens, mirrors that tap for 2. We also have Forsaken Monument here, right? So that's a buff to all our other mana rocks that are producing colorless mana. So with that said, that's our next column. We have a few blue cards, like I said, Pact of Negation, Metallic Rebuke, some ways to steal things. So not a whole lot of interaction, a whole lot of ways to interact with the stack, but they're there. They can help in a pinch. And these are a few kind of random payoffs. They're not as expensive, not as explosive as some of our other high mana cost payoffs, but they can kind of win the game on their own, depending on the scenario. So we have Chaos Wand, Mirage Mirror, and Helm of the Hosts. Some fun cards, some janky cards, but they are definitely good in their own right, depending on the circumstance. Now, the second to last column here is, I think, one of the more important ones. These are our actual payoffs, the ones we hope that when we cast, we'll just win the game. We've got God Pharaoh's Statue, kind of help our opponents out of the game, make everything that they have too expensive to cast. You have Planar Bridge, letting us tutor not just to hand, but to the battlefield, anything in our deck for just 8 mana. And I say just because, again, we have all this mana ramp on the left here. Plenty of ways to generate tons and tons of mana. So 8 isn't that unreasonable. We're also playing Ugin, kind of a card advantage engine, kind of a way to remove permanents. Also reduces our other colorless spells, makes them cheaper, so that's kind of a payoff. Platinum Angel, this is a great one, right? Makes it so our opponents can't win the game, we can't lose the game while it's on the battlefield. So great to hold out against aggro. You can do fun things by copying it with Helm of the Host, make it so you have tons of these things and just win that way. Of course, we're playing Ugin, the Spirit Dragon, just to help wipe the board, have a +2 to help kill our opponents, and then of course if we get the ultimate, just another way to get absurd advantage. Now this version we're playing Oolong as well. It just seems like a great way to get rid of troublesome permanents, and it's a win con on its own, right? Just attack enough times and eventually our opponent will have no deck and they will be losing the game very quickly. Word of Invention. Now you might not think of this as like a payoff or as a winning of its own, but right, if you just have enough mana, you can grab some artifact, you can grab a Platinum Angel, you can grab a Planar Bridge, right? So it's just a great mana sink, and the fact that it's instant speed lets you hold up any of these other options that you could tap during your turn, right, that are going to be using mana, like your Chaos Wands, your Mirage Mirrors, your treasure maps. They let you hold up mana and actually do things with your mana, so you don't feel terrible about saying draw go when you have a Word Invention up. And we have a few utility lands as well. Reliquary Tower, the Bastion, Karn's Bastion, Crawling Barrens, good thing to animate sometimes. We have Archer of Vraska, another way to draw cards. Also Castle Vantress, a way to do some scrying. And the thing on the right here, these are kind of like filler cards, just some creatures to help us not get overrun so quickly, or to help us stall a little bit on our board and give us alternate lines. So, Steel Overseer, Voltaic Servant, Sai, Mechagodzilla, Boundary Inspector and the Stonecoil Serpent. So that said, though, that is the deck. That's what you're going to be seeing played before you. So stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, so my opponent goes first. They're on Gallia. Excuse me, it seems like they're probably going to be some kind of aggro deck. And I mean, this doesn't look terrible. We have some mana acceleration of a blocker as well. My opponent also has mana acceleration on T1, no less. It doesn't seem like it matters which land we play first here, so we'll just pop down the Reliquary Tower. We go into a Solemn on T3. My opponent's playing Robber the Rich with the Yoink and Interplanar Bridge. That's not great. Like I said, we'll play the Mind Stone, pass the turn. Play their commander. Yeah, they're just going to try to aggro me out down here. It'll land into the, or the Once Upon a Time. Play Mountain. Debating whether or not to do something else, it seems like. Maybe they have Shock Up. In which case, Solemn might be not that great, but you got to get that mana acceleration going and hope Platinum Angel, I guess. And to help enable Whir of Invention, we will just play the island here as opposed to playing Crawling Barrens. We'll take the action, grab an island. They don't have stops, so they didn't have Shock Up. Guess not too surprising. Probably a pretty bad card in, you know, Historic Brawl, but you never know. They are an aggro deck, so they could just try to keep that in. When it swings with 3s, they could Embercleave. We're not going to take the bait blocking the Llanowar Elves. Get the Embercleave. I mean, at the moment, we are 2 turns away from Platinum Angeling. I mean, maybe some good artifacts we get with Whir. Yeah, okay, so they have Embercleave. Where do they put it? They put it on Robber the Rich, okay. And an 8. Okay, the Pact Negation will begin last turn. But what can you do? I guess you just try to make blockers, huh? Play the Sky Scanner, try to draw another card for Platinum Angel. Or rather, draw another land next turn for Platinum Angel. And then we can just play Voltaic Servant, I guess. Just hope that we get to live to next turn. I mean, we do have a pact, but if we play the pact, we're just basically dead in the water, right? Because they're going to do the same thing again next turn, and I really won't have any answers. Burning Tree Emissaries. Kind of like a free start there, but it doesn't have haste, so it's not necessarily improving their board. Crawl Harpooner, that is going to help their board, fighting down my Sky Scanner. It's all about drawing a land next turn. And that even assumes they don't kill one of my creatures. Looks like they're doing something else. Free combat. They play Phoenix of Ash. Am I dead? 6, 8. If I block 3, they give something else haste. I think I'm dead. Well, this is my best block regardless, so it's going to be 4 and 3. So I'm actually going to go to 1. Gotta get that land off of Solemn. Gotta get close. Okay. Okay. Platinum Angel. And pray they don't have any removal. Oh my god. And we have a free Pact Negation too, actually. That's funny. So the dream here would be drawing another land, playing Ugin, and just getting rid of their nonsense. Do x equals -6, right? They hit a little Ugin. I think we just don't risk it. So we have to protect Platinum Angel at all costs. I guess we just counter this, and it's free. That's their turn, I guess. We need to hit that land. We need to get that Ugin. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, that was the dream, huh? X is 6 gets rid of their whole board. Gallia does have haste. Do we want to try to save Ugin and then casting Gallia? We can give it escape velocity 3. I mean, I think we just don't block here, right? We need to keep the angel alive at all costs. That is, I'm at -7. Okay, well, there they go. Rip. Okay, opponent goes first. They are on Keenan. We got some nice ramp here. And we have a Helm of the Hosts. We can start doing some fun stuff there. Start copying Overseers or something, or I don't know what else we would copy. Good. You could animate Guardian Idol and attach the helm to it for some crazy meme action, but I don't know how effective that would be. Be like paying 7 mana to make a mana rock or something. Okay, opponent plays a Mind Stone, so they got some ramp. Okay, we get a Forsaken Monument, so we're going to prioritize getting out those colorless mana producing sources real fast. Might pop down Keenan now. They do, okay. So they're... they Rex Sage me. That's pretty rude. There's an Ulamog. Just play a Steel Overseer. This Voltaic Servant Steel Overseer combo can be kind of nice, but I don't know. Opponent on Keenan is a little scary. I mean, though, if we do get to hit 5 mana, getting a Forsaken Monument down could be the saving grace, could be just what we need here to cast Ulamog and some of these other expensive cards I have. Opponent swinging in for 4, we're going to say no blocks. You need right now, not threatened on life. Opponent doesn't do anything else. Okay, that's nice. This is even nicer. We can do both. They have the Hedron. Oh, maybe they have a counter spell. Nope. Okay. We will play Voltaic Servant. Activate Steel Overseer. Untap the Steel Overseer. And next turn we can play Forsaken Monument, and then the turn after we can play Ulamog. Ooh, and if we get to Helm of the Host Ulamog, ooh. That's what I want to do. Opponent, though, spend another mana. Finale of Devastation for 5. Yeah, that's be scary. I don't know what they could get. I guess I don't know what they couldn't get with X equals 5. Okay, Cavalier of Thorns. They get to do some ramping of their own. Okay. Guess we Forsaken Monument. We could go on the offensive with the Voltaic Servant. Or we could just hold back. I mean, when play next turn is just casting Ulamog, right? Well, okay, 4. We have just enough. Well, actually, have 1 extra mana. We have 11 mana right now on my count. So yeah, seem to be winning the mana race. I'll hold control. And we'll buff before it resolves. Almost fumbled there, but held it together. Rishkar. Okay, they give a counter. Okay, that's going to be some nice ramp for them, huh? I think Rishkar is going to be one of my targets. They play Leyline. Leyline is probably my other target for Ulamog. Play Spectral Sailor. Will buff. Yeah, we get another island as well. We have the City's Blessing. Have Ulamog. I guess I must have miscounted before. Okay, I was counting those lands as 4 instead of 2, so that was the Reliquary and the Arch of Vraska. Okay, so what we can do here, could attack with a Voltaic, or I think we just Ulamog. Get rid of Leyline. Get rid of Rishkar. Put on their mana. Oh, they're in a really tough spot. They have, what, 8 mana at their disposal because of Keenan and so. But losing those two, it's gotta hurt. And it should limit the amount of things that they can do. Okay, so they play Entrancing Melody to take my Overseer. We'll activate it one last time. The cackle. The cackle. That's how you know something good's coming, right? Play Helm of the Host. Open to Ulamog. Go to combat. 2 Ulamogs. 2 Ulamogs. Yes. Yes. That's how it's done. That is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, opponent goes first. They're on Muxus, so they're definitely a goblin deck. You find some ramp here in Arcane Signet. But this could be a rough one. Opponent on Muxus, that is not a good sign. We'll say hello though, even though they are goblin and are therefore despicable and disdainful. But that aside, they are our opponent here. They are getting down some fast goblins. But they're just going to go for the aggro play. Sure. Hit me for 4. Don't do anything else, so they miss a land drop. That is good for me. So can't play this, right? Need a third blue source. Oh no, Arcane Signet is a blue source. There are only 1 mana artifacts that I would want to get. No. No, there are not. So, want to play Mirage Mirror or Helm of the Host? We just get Helm of the Host. Something. Next turn we can play Tezzeret +1 to make a Thopter. Okay, opponent does get their 3rd land though. So play Goblin Matron. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. They grab. Okay, Skirk Prospectors. They're probably going off next turn, or hoping to anyway. So it'd be ideal if I could find a counter spell. That would be amazing. A confiscation coup. Not exactly what I want to be grabbing or using right now. Okay, is there anything off of what? 4 mana or no 3 mana that I could grab with Whirl that would help me here? I could grab a Palladium Mirror, but no, I think Tezzeret +1 is a better option here. Yeah, this is just a really tough deck for my slow dirtily, artifact nonsense to really handle. We kind of prey on the mid-range decks that we can kind of stall long enough with an Ugin or a Platinum Angel to do just busted stuff. Okay, opponent doesn't play the Skirk Prospector. What they send? They send one goblin, only one goblin at Tezzeret. Sure, we'll say no blocks. Interesting. Okay, I'll play an island. Okay, so if we can whir for 5 at the moment, we can grab Forsaken Monument. Or we could just grab, we wait, we can grab Platinum Angel. That's probably the play. Because Goblin deck might not have too much removal. They already played the Goblin Matron, so they can't search for, their any of their, like, what is it, the Spark Thrower, the one you cycle that deals damage, or they even have what the trash king, whatever, the Goblin Lord that has trash in the name. And I mean, we could just also Helm of the Host afterward. Helm of the Host on the Platinum Age will just make a ton of them, so we just have no way of losing. So if that's the out. Word of Invention is also an instant. Oh, I gotta move. Make a token. We're grab 6 right now. Let's play the Hedron. Set up for Whir next turn. I guess we'll play out Mirage Mirror too. So why not? We'll pass the turn and brace for impact. There's the Prospector. They have a whole board full of goblins that they can use as fuel. They have Wily Goblin, more fuel. So the one perk about this, I guess, is that because this is, Historic Brawl, they don't have as many, great hits, I would hope. Right? They can only have one Goblin Ringleader, one Krenko, etc., etc. So Moxos could actually be a lot worse here than a normal Historic, but, as I'm saying that, I'm just setting myself to be blown out by a nuts Muxus. Okay, that's pretty reasonable. And the fact that they use this now is actually amazing because it's going to help protect my it's going to help protect Platinum Angel in the future. Block the Muxus so we don't get killed, of course. Go to 7. Okay, we'll play an island. If we were, that's 4. I think we have just enough for it. Is that right? Although we can tap 2 things as well, so we actually have 2 extra mana. So I guess we just draw cards. The funny thing too is that Mirage Mirror can copy the Platinum Angel, but we shouldn't need to. If we get desperate, that might be how we do it, but it's not gonna really work. I guess we just Tezzeret. I mean, if they kill the Platinum Angel at instant speed, we're just dead. So it doesn't really matter. Right, okay, so we play Chromatic Lantern. I think we have just enough mana to play Whir afterward. And if I'm wrong, then I've just doomed myself. Oh well. Okay, so they attack in. We will Whir for 7. Okay, I was right on my math. We have just enough to grab our angel here. Oof, and let's pray that they don't have any artifact removal, or I am a dead man. Okay, they had the incinerator, so we tried. When it goes first, but we have some good ramp, and we also have a ramp payoff as well. On Cheville, so maybe some kind of a Kokari mid-rangey type of deck. I'm taking the free mulligan. Start with a Blooming Marsh. We will start with an island and pass the turn. Okay, they play Cheville T2. Their thing opponent, sure thing. We'll play the Guardian Idol. Into a T3 Solemn, get the mana moving. Those artifacts accruing. That good stuff. And plays Arcane Signet, turn late. Still, it's great. It's me for 1. All right. Said we're gonna Solemn. We're going hard on the ramping here. We are making all those drops. Okay, so we're gonna have 6 mana next turn. We just play Tezzeret. Opponent attacks, we'll say no blocks. Not gonna block a Death Toucher. Especially one that's gonna give my opponent a free card draw. Opponent plays Knight of the Ebon Legion. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So play Forsaken Monument. And Steel Overseer. That's nice. Yes, we attack. Oh, they can bump it. Never mind. That would be dumb. Gotta check how much mana they had up. It was okay. They just destroy my Solemn. So we both draw a card. We'll take the effect. Yes, we will draw the card. And they'll put the +1 or put the bounty counter on my Steel Overseer. And they feed the swarm on my Steel Overseer. Rex Sage, that's rude. And Island. Play Chromatic Lantern. Kind of try to wait things out. So right now I'm at 8 mana. You get 10 to complete Ulamog, and that seems like a fairly safe play. Opponent spending 3 of their mana to pump their Knight of the Ebon Legion. They don't pump it twice, so they want to do something else, it seems like. Or not. Action, I guess. Play Voltaic Servant. Play Tezzeret. This way we get to be the card draw. I think it doesn't. I don't know how this is worded. The cast down. Let's see if I draw 1 or 2 cards. Only 1. Okay, but we play the Arch. We have City's Blessing. That's nice. Okay, we're at 9 mana though. Interesting. I didn't realize this gave the counters to permanents. Okay. When it kicks the Bloodchief's Thirst to kill Tezzeret. Moving back to the command zone. I'm gonna play Jungle Hollow. Hey, well, we get my next land drop. So Ulamog, you are coming down, my man. Permanents who want to exile. And exile the Knight. And the Rex Sage, I guess, you don't want it coming back. Okay, well, they give the Rex Sage hexproof. And they give both the creatures hexproof. Now, if they have a sacrifice effect, I'll be in trouble. Why I want to plop down Tezzeret. So they're just going for the aggro play. I mean, yeah, like if they want to spend their mana pumping up their Knight, sure. Go to 8 though. Loses its counters when they do the Malakir play. Play out Tezzeret. So we leave out Metallic Rebuke as well. +1. We'll pass. Oh. Yeah, we'll pass the turn. Don't want to be too greedy here. Opponent bot seizes. Sure. The Platinum Angel. Okay. Rude. Ilmog is going to be my win con, right? Just decking them. Okay. Well, they throw in the towel there. Okay, I go first against Jehoira. I have some slow ramp. I'm gonna take the free mulligan, try to find something better. I don't know about better, but I have a TT play that's not terrible. I also have Karn. Okay, Plenty Mirror is exciting. One plays Fibulf. Sure. Scry. Well, it's not terrible. Ensuring I get more lands. I can play Bridge next turn, I guess, or Scion of Uza. Urza. Sheesh. Who is Uza? Flame Sweeps. Okay. We could have packed a negation there. Maybe I should have. At this point, I think we have enough. You will play Karn. Do the +1, start getting some card advantage. Mirage Mirror or Metallic Rebuke. I think they're going to give me the mirror. I had to guess. Oh, they give me the counter. Interesting. I'm looking at treasure map because I'm not sure what the interaction with treasure map and mirage mirror would be. You get the 3 counters on it. It isn't terrible either. Okay, we'll do the +1 on Karn. See what they give me. Confiscation Coup or Crawling Barons. We'll see which one they let me get. Okay, the Crawling Barons. Say thank you, opponent. We say. We just go for mana here. Get that ramp going. I have Confiscation Coup and Mirage Mirror in the exile zone, so I can grab one of those next turn if we want. If they play something 4 mana or less that is good, say a Jehoira. Good. Play Chandra. Okay, well we can't counter Chandra. Could just start giving me those emblems. Be rude. Okay. Stone Coil. Just gonna help me block them. Keep it on top. So we're 2 mana away of actually using the planar bridge. In that respect, probably not that. Could -2. Make a 4/4 serpent. I guess we make a 5/5 because we have 1 mana from the Mind Stone to still activate treasure map. And we just go for aggro. Buried Ruin for my opponent. Okay, so they kill Karn. Chandra. Doesn't mean we don't get another of those emblems. We have help help me live for a much longer duration than otherwise. Okay, we'll activate treasure map again, do some scrying. Bottom chromatic lantern. They know about the rebuke. It's fine. I think we'll send the Stone Coil at Chandra. Construct up my opponent. I don't know about the pact mitigation though. Make a shark token. Okay, that's a that is a move, huh? Just enough mana to make it a 5/5 as well. Do trade here. Let's play down the planar bridge. Pass the turn. Now we actually do have like a Metallic Rebuke as an option. And if they don't do anything scary, we can just crack the treasure map, planar bridge, grab Ugin, -6, it's hers. But it's an option. Or I can grab Ulamog, start winning that way. On a +2s. Ox Amber, sure. Your best the Sea God. Yep, we will counter that. Maybe they forgot about the improvised part. Okay, we have those emblems going now. We'll activate treasure map, desubscribe. Another island. We'll bottom that. We get the treasures. Yeah, Swan. Interesting. Yeah, we'll kill Chandra this time. Hopefully for real. So do we want to plane a bridge now to get rid of their clock? I think we don't. We just wait. We'll pact that. Use the planar bridge. Grab an Ulamog. Auto pay. But no, Platinum Angel can't decline it this time. Swing 15 at my opponent. Put him to 5. Play Tezzeret. Draw a couple cards. So now they have to deal with Ulamog and the Construct, or they're dead. Play Johora. They have 4 mana remaining. Treasure map. Okay, I don't think that's going to be enough. I would dig for a bounce spell or something. Also, KS Wand. And we have enough to just activate the Planet Bridge. So I'll go to my turn. So their midnight clock's at 11. I really should try to win this turn. Play Chaos Wand. That will make both of these threats lethal. Tezzeret +1. Send. Yeah, well, it's 20 more cards in their library, so they have nothing left. Oh, there they go. It's gonna be lethal. Well, I guess they're not technically dead. But they will be. Okay, they are in fact technically dead. They had 1 card in their library, so even if they had survived combat or something, they would have lost in 2 turns. But we get there.